The Fashion Police!
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. And at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Fandango and Tyler Breezango.
They're fandangoing!
I love fandangoing.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't count as a verb.
You're such a party pooper.
At a combined weight of 462 pounds, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, the Miz-Taraj.
You know, as the Miz-Taraj, they were pretty cool, hanging out with the Miz, but as the B team, man, they picked things up.
Listen, it's not about how the world sees you, it's how you see yourself, and the B team sees themselves as the best.
That explains a lot coming from you, Saxton. I think these two are ungrateful, and they should be embarrassed to show their faces after betraying The Miz, who benefited them like no one else in their careers.
Oh, stop being a jealous Judy.
Jealous Judy.
You've actually outdone yourself.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go. Got him up.
Massive atomic drop. Drop down. Now leapfrog. Look at this.
Beautiful technique.
Suplex.
Little misstep by Fandango. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag here? When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, The New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Mike.
Let's Bo Dallas.
Bo Dazzler!
Wow, the crowd's on the edge of their seats.
Let me tell you, the human body was not meant to be slammed like that. The biggest thing an opponent has to be aware of when they lock up with Bo...
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Oh, damage to the body. That'll slow Bo Dallas down a bit.
He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
The Bo Dallas we see now is much different than the individual who debuted in WWE in 2014. For someone challenging Bo Dallas today, they need to be ready to square off against a vicious individual.
What Bo Dallas has shown us is that he's willing to take out anyone at any time. An opponent must be ready for anything once they've been identified as Dallas's opponent. I mean, before they even get in the ring.
Oh, perfectly executed. Fandango seems to be really worn out.
He may very well be one of the Bo Dazzler.
Fandango just getting punched.
And here's Bo Dallas looking for a pinfall.
The biggest thing an opponent has to be aware of when they lock up with Bo Dallas is falling...
Tag, and here comes his partner. And this is not going to be good for their opponent. Oh, targeting the back. Very effective.
Fandango just getting punished in there.
You get dropped like that, you don't get up. Period. Ooh, what impact. We've got it covered. They did it. Whenever tag team is on the docket, the mayhem multiplies. Here's the proof.
I can watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Here are your winners, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, the Miztourage.
The shoulders were down for 3, and this one's in the books.
I don't care how many wins